Well, alright guys, so welcome back to Gaming today. Guys, the Galactus event just kicked off, guys, and if you missed it, you can see the entire video right now for you on screen. I'm going to be covering everything in this video, and also, guys, we're going to talk about what's coming in Season 5. But what happened during the Galactus event? Well, Galactus rose from the water very slowly, I might add. I'm always tempted to speed this part of the video up. He was kind of like very slow about it. Come on, Galactus, some of us have things to do. Today, Junior. Anyways, yeah, so he took his sweet time getting out of the water, and he just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was like, whoa, this guy is really kind of a huge thing, isn't he? He's like an imposing force, but he was just so darn slow. And I don't know if any of you guys were actually feeling threatened by him, because I sure as heck wasn't. I was like, Galactus, come on, dude. Can you just speed it up? Can we give him like a Red Bull or something real quick? We just need you to kind of move a little bit faster. So for the fun of it in this video, I'm actually speeding this up by 2 times right now. Yeah, he's still not moving very fast, but at least this would have been cool looking, and it's almost a little bit more imposing and intimidating. Back to normal speed though. So eventually he was towering over us, and I was like, whoa, Galactus is really big. And then he began to roar, and I was like, wow, this guy's got some lungs on him now, doesn't he? He says, beware, I hunger. Oh, that's kind of strange. Why'd you come here? You should go into Taco Bell or something. Go to BK, get yourself a burger. Why'd you come all the way to the world of Fortnite, mate? This isn't something you're supposed to eat. Eat something else. Don't eat our planet, or world, or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, he looks at us with this daunting face. He's got his hands up in the air, raised to the world of Fortnite, like, what's gonna happen next? And then he swung his mighty arm at the battle carrier, which is basically the waiting lobby. He just destroyed it, like, with no effort at all. There goes that ship. He's like, well, that was not much of a challenge. I'm the devourer of worlds. I can devour everything. Then we began skydiving down, and basically everyone's like, whoa, what's gonna happen next? Then Iron Man showed up, and he's like, hey, what are you guys doing out here? Here you go, take this jetpack, mate. And we're like, whoa, okay, well, the jetpacks, we knew that was coming. And then we hear Iron Man mention the 0 point, which is why Galactus is here in the first place. He wants to devour the 0 point, something we've seen in a previous season live event. This is crazy. And we see him actually start to basically use his powers from his hand to actually hit that 0 point. We don't know what he's doing. Maybe that's how he eats it. I thought he was hungry. Aren't you supposed to eat it with your mouth, man? I don't know. Anyways, guys, so we see a little bit of this laser work going on, and all of a sudden the screen starts getting dark. And then we see the 0 point raised from the ground, and it looks like Galactus has stolen it. But actually, Galactus is actually absorbing the power from the 0 point and basically making it his own. He's taking all that power that was there and just getting bigger and stronger and more devastating by the minute. And this is crazy. And at this point, Iron Man basically has to get his big idea out there. We knew about those battle buses, right? Well, the battle buses did play a big part of this event. We get sucked into basically the 0 point. And whoa! Was this part of Iron Man's idea? I don't know. Did Iron Man expect to be sucked into the 0 point like that? Anyways, we get treated with a white screen, and we're actually already in the battle bus. We wake up and we're like, whoa! We're already here, and there's all these tons and tons of battle buses. Looks like hundreds, maybe thousands of battle buses. And Galactus just standing there with his ominous face like, whoa, where are we all at? Why are all these bosses here? What do they want? We have these explosives on the buses, and we're supposed to deliver this basically to Galactus's mouth. We want him to eat us. I know, that's crazy. We're a little suicidal, apparently. But yeah, pretty crazy. And since the buses have bombs and explosives, basically Iron Man wants Galactus to eat as many of them as possible, so he can be destroyed. In the process, I believe we would have been destroyed, but hey, let's get into that later. Anyway, so then we actually start driving the battle bus. Yeah, guys, it's the first time in the history of Fortnite we've ever driven a battle bus, unless you have the toys. But in the world of Fortnite, we've never done such a thing. And the battle bus was equipped with like lasers and like missiles and stuff. You get to shoot it. Now, only one major attack, but it's kind of cool. It's almost like some game of Space Invaders or something in here. I don't know, some sort of shoot 'em up, you know? That's kind of weird. But we start basically shooting at all these different like drones that Galactus is sending toward us, and Galactus is basically absorbing that 0 point as we're getting closer and closer to him. And that's essentially what happens during this entire section. In that meantime, we see Galactus has all these like vine things coming from the back of him, which is kind of strange. It's never really explained. I wonder what that is. Is he being puppeteered by some major force out there? I don't know. Just a question, just an idea, but that's something weird we didn't really notice when we were playing it, I bet. So then there's all these explosions as we get closer and closer to the 0 point, and Galactus, who's absorbing that power. He wants all that power for himself. He's hungry. He's got an hunger, he said, right? Anyways, guys, so as we get closer and closer, he actually opens his eyes, and guess what? He notices us. He sees us for the first time and actually goes, wait a minute. Hey, what do you want, mate? I'm trying to finish my lunch. And it's at this point that Iron Man basically calls in Thor to help us because Galactus is going to destroy us otherwise. He's not going to eat us, he's just going to blow us up out of the water. And now guys, a big chunk of this video is actually going to be muted. The reason for it is AC/DC's music actually starts to play. AC/DC is a popular rock band and it's Iron Man's favorite group, which one of my basically subscribers actually told me in the comment section of my live stream. I had forgotten about that. And I don't want this video to get demonetized, so you'll hear one of my songs currently in the background right now. But anyways guys, yeah, so we go into this like host shooter section, which is kind of reminiscent of Star Wars. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the very first movie. You're avoiding all these obstacles and getting closer and closer to the thing we need to destroy, which is Galactus. The Devourer of Worlds Galactus will not make this easy. He's throwing all these drones and obstacles at us to get to him. It's really a big challenge, and we're just flying through and just destroying everything in our path, trying to get to Galactus as fast as we possibly can. But eventually it becomes too much for just the souped up battle bus alone, and Wolverine has to jump in on the fight. And this is where it gets kind of interesting. Wolverine jumps on the very top of the bus and basically starts wreaking havoc. And finally guys, that music is actually gone and we can actually enjoy the event with all the audio. Yes, I know. And Galactus is just staring at us like, wow, you beat everything I threw at you. You must be a total tough guy. But I'm ready for you. What do you got in for me, man? Are you delivering my lunch? Anyways, he opens up his mouth for some odd reason, and Wolverine says, hey, enjoy, he's all yours. And Iron Man pops out, and Iron Man's like, hey, I guess he's taking the bait. And again, basically, Iron Man is like trying to bait him into eating all these basically bosses, which is kind of weird. Why would he eat the bosses, I wonder? Why is Galactus so dang hungry? Is there no food in space for this guy? I don't know. But we jump out of the battle bus just in the nick of time, and all the space rocks, all the other bosses go into Galactus, and he basically swallows it all. I guess now he's filled up. I guess he could have just gone to Taco Bell or BK or some other restaurant, but instead he ate all the buses. Well, was that a smart choice, man? No, it wasn't. Now he's going to die, right? Well, maybe. We're going to be talking about that, but he goes, this is impossible. He didn't expect all this to happen to him. Galactus thought this would be a cakewalk. He thought he'd just destroy Fortnite's world with no trouble at all. He's such a big force, and maybe that could have actually happened if it wasn't for Tony Stark, Iron Man, Wolverine, and Thor, and all the superheroes that helped this season. Anyways, he basically goes into the rift, and he just disappears. But did that mean Galactus is actually dead? We don't know, guys. And we eventually go into like a black hole. We were in space, and now we just kind of go into a black hole. We don't know what just happened. We hear a telephone ring, and all of a sudden we actually wake up to see Jonesy on the floor laying down. The real world Jonesy, the Jonesy that's basically controlling everything in Fortnite. He's just laying there and everything's going crazy. And you see people, like the shadows of people running back and forth. It's really weird. He wakes up and goes, and then we don't know what happens next. And then of course we got the to be continued, and season 5 is on the way. And then the countdown begins to Chapter 2, Season 5, and we have about 7 hours and 38 minutes to get there. Guys, it's going to be awesome. December 2nd is going to be the first day of basically Season 5. Chapter 2, Season 5 is going to be here. But what's going to take place, guys? We don't really know, to be honest with you. There's a lot of speculation right now that Star Wars will make a huge impact on the next season. We know the Mandalorian skin is already coming to the game, but that's all we really know. Nothing else has really told us anything about Star Wars being a big part of Season 5. But will we get a new map in Season 5? That's the thing we all want to know. If we get a whole new map, that would be totally cool. But what happened to the map of Fortnite as we know it right now? It didn't look like Galactus actually destroyed it, but who knows? We all got thrown into that void, so we really don't know what happened to the map of Fortnite. So it makes it kind of interesting. Anyways guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below, did this video help you? And if it did, let me know, I'm curious. Anyways guys, until next time, it's been Gamer Today.